ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदादतं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। श्री श्री रामकृष्ण कथामृत श्रीमगधित The Gospel of Ramakrishna, recorded by Sri Mahendranath Gupta, who styled himself as M. Pancham Pariched, the fifth section. Master Vinita Bhave, Ishware ki kore mon hoy. So how can we keep our mind on God? Sri Ramakrishna gives very simple methods of doing this. One, Ishwarer Naam Gunagan Sarvada Kurte Hoy. Naam Gunagan. Chant the name of God and sing the glories of God. The glories of God. Ishwar is omnipotent, all-powerful, omnipresent, all-pervading, and omniscient, all-knowing. And He is full of compassion and mercy, and you relate to Him. This is Sri Ramakrishna's special teaching, and he said, develop a relationship with God. God is my mother, God is my father, God is my sakhar friend, God is my beloved. Have a specific relationship with God, and the highest and the easiest and the best relationship is to feel that He is your mother, your father, your friend. Tvameva mata cha pita, tvameva bandhuscha sakha, tvameva vidya dravinam, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Because nobody in this universe can really be called your very own except God. People come and go, relationships vanish. Worldly relationships which are so intimate today suddenly get snapped with reason, without reason. Because the only abiding, eternal, unbreakable relationship which you have is with God, because He is your own very self. Remember that what you call God is not sitting somewhere above. He is in your very heart as your innermost self. Just like you can't be taken away from yourself, you can't live separate from God. It is just like a fish cannot live without water. Just like a man cannot live without oxygen, it is impossible for a human being to have his existence without God. The entire universe is filled with Ananda. That's the statement of the Upanishad. Who will be here to live and breathe if the entire space, Akasha, is not filled with Ananda? Ko hevanyat kaf pranyat yadesha akasha anando nasyat. Taittiriya Upanishad. They have realized that the entire universe is filled with God. Isha vasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. This entire universe of created beings, living and non-living, has to be pervaded by God. And Sri Ramakrishna's one very essential teaching in the Kathamrita, in the Gospel, is that you make God your very own. Apan kore now. You can access Him relate to Him anytime, anywhere as your own most intimate beloved. There is no intermediary required to be able to reach God. You can directly access Him. He is your very, very own. As intimate as your own self. He is with you all the time. He is blessing you. He is gracing you. He is loving you. He is protecting you. We may think it's an imagination, but this is the realization of all great men of God. And with some faith, with conviction, if you follow this, you see you are in the presence of a mighty divinity, protecting, blessing, loving, pouring His compassion on you. That's why this is a practice which you are asked to do, practice of the presence of God, Ishvara Sannidhya. Sri Sharada Devi, the holy spouse of Ramakrishna, once said, সবসময় ভাববে যে আমার একজন মা আছেন. Always tell yourself, always remember, I have a mother. I have a mother who is with me all the time, who is protecting me, who is blessing me, who is loving me, whether I am good or bad or indifferent, whether I am wicked, whether I am good, whether I am pious, whether I am spiritual, whether I am unspiritual. The Divine Mother, my own very self, always loves me, always is with me. Kuputro jayeta kuchitabi kumatana bhavati. Sri Shankaracharya's famous poem, Devi Aparada Kshamapana Stotram, Mother. A wicked son may be, but never a wicked mother. Hundreds of thousands of faults of the children, the mother is willing to forgive, willing to pardon. So you have the feeling that you have somebody with you all the time. That gives you tremendous hope and courage. You are not alone. You have that infinite reality who is your very own. He is majestic. He is all-pervading. He is all-knowing. He is Sarvashaktiman, omnipotent. He is Sarvavyapi, omnipresent. He is Sarvagya and Sarvavid, omniscient. But He is your own beloved. So, Sarvada Ishwarer Guna Nama Guna Gan Korte Hai. Look at every syllable, every word. Sarvada, always. Nam, His names. Guna, qualities. Gan, sing His glory. Full-throated singing, chanting, repeating, japa, meditation. And 100,000 names by which He is called. You take any name. In Hinduism, we have the Sahasranama. Every deity has a Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama is the most famous from the Mahabharata. 1,000 names of Vishnu. We have Shiva Sahasranama, 1,000 names of Shiva. Kalika Sahasranama, 1,000 names of Kalika. Lalita Sahasranama, 1,000 names of Lalita, Tripura Sundari Devi. So there are so many Sahasranamas devoted to each of the deities. This is just to show the inexhaustibility of the names of God. And God Himself has created all these names. And in each of these names, He has poured His own power. And he has not restricted the chanting of his name. Any time, any place, you can chant his name. Such extraordinary is his mercy, but such is our misfortune that we do not have love for his name. Love his name. Even in ordinary world, if somebody loves another, he or she likes to constantly repeat the name of his beloved, call him by so many names, different ways of playing and joking and being happy. So call him by so many names. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one of the most powerful incarnations of the present age, he was the embodiment of love, Prema Bhakti, wrote a small stotra called Shikshashtakam, comprising just 8 verses, in which he says, Nam Namakari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishamiha Janina Anuragaha. Nam Namakari Bahudha. O Lord, you created innumerable names. Tava Sarva Shaktis Tatra Arpita. You have poured your Shakti, your power into each of these names. Smaranena Kalaha. You have made no restriction. Remembering his name, chanting his name, any time, any place is all right. Such is your grace. Etadrishi tava kripa, Bhagavan. But it's my misfortune, my huge loss, that I find no love for your name. To chant your name, I should feel so happy. You sit down and chant the name of God, your heart is filled with joy. Sing his glory, sing his name. And it doesn't come in a day. Sharada Devi, the Holy Mother, once said, just like when you keep on rubbing sandal against stone, the divine fragrance comes out. In exactly the same way, if you go on repeating, go on chanting, go on singing, the love grows. In ordinary worldly love also you see, the lover and the beloved, how many times they exchange notes, they WhatsApp messages and emails, and video chats, constantly remembering each other, calling each other by different names. So it increases the intimacy, it increases the love in exactly the same way. Go on repeating the name of God. Sing his glory. Nama, Guna, Gan, Sarvada Kurtehai, always. Not intermittently, not now and then, not twice a day. Constantly. Sarvada Kurtehai. Second are Satsanga, Sadhu Sangha. ভক্ত বা সাধু এদের কাছে মাঝে মাঝে যেতে হয়। Constantly you are in the midst of the worldly objects. সংসারের ভিতর, বিষয় কাজের ভিতর রাত দিন থাকলে ঈশ্বরের মন হয় না। মাঝে মাঝে নির্জনে গিয়ে তার চিন্তা করা বড় দরকার। প্রথম অবস্থায় মাঝে মাঝে নির্জনে না হলে ঈশ্বরে মন রাখা বড়ই কঠিন। So now and then go to a corner, calm place, and often visit people who are devoted to God, godly people. Sadhu Sangha, Sat Sangha. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, just like when you see a person wearing a uniform in the military or in the police, you immediately are reminded of traffic control or control law, maintenance of law and order, military. The moment you see a person wearing a black coat and the uniform of an advocate or a lawyer, immediately you remember the court and the law. In exactly the same way, the moment you see a sadhu, sannyasi, a man of God, you remember God. Sada sarvada Ishvara nama gunagan kara ar satsanga. Thirdly, he says, dhyan korbe mone kone bone. Sri Ramakrishna was a master of playing in words, alliteration and slash alankar. Punning on words was his tremendous capacity, is a special skill. For example, he said, shaw, shaw, shaw. In Bengali, what we call in Sanskrit, Dantya Sa, Talubhya Sha, and Murdhanya Sha, all the three of them are pronounced almost alike. Sha, Sha, Sha. And Saha, Sahan Shakti, Saha means to forbear. Saha is pronounced as Sha. So Sri Ramakrishna used to pun on this word and say, you know why there are three Shas in Bengali? Sha, Sha, Sha. Saha, Saha, Saha. Shajja karo, Shajja karo, Shajja karo. Forbear, forbear, forbear. Be patient. Develop forbearance. Then he used to add a beautiful couplet. Je shoy, she roy. Je nash hoy, she nash hoy. A beautiful pun. A person who forbears, he lives, there is a sustenance, he gets sustained. Je nash hoy, a person who does not forbear, she nash hoy, he gets destroyed. What a simple, beautiful instruction. This is very, very important. In the present day, when you are facing the pandemic, people are becoming restless. They cannot tolerate so much of intolerance and anger, frustration, depression is clouding the entire horizon of man. Forbear, this will pass, this will also go, don't worry. There is a Buddhistic story of a king who went on asking everybody, how is it possible that I shall constantly remember the highest truth? Can somebody give me a small sentence which I shall write on my ring finger, on my ring in the finger? So whenever I am in trouble, I look at it and I will feel inspired once again. Just a small sentence I need. One Buddhistic monk came and said, "O king, I will give you a small sentence. In Bengali, etao jabe. In Hindi, ए भी जाएगा. In English, this shall also pass." So he wrote that small sentence and he was ruling the kingdom. Suddenly there is a tremendous calamity in the kingdom just as we are passing now. Pandemic, schools and colleges, universities are closed. People are losing their jobs because of distancing, physical distancing. people are not able to come together. There's so much of psychological lack of warmth. Life has become mechanical, dull. What is happening? When this will go? Will this go at all? Look at this sentence. Don't worry, this shall also pass. ए भी जाएगा, एटाओ जाबे. Then he was going on. So tremendous success he had, some war, huge celebration, and people are dancing and celebrating and being so happy. Then he told himself, it is not good to be too happy and jump about. Then he looked at his finger, this shall also pass. Sukha and Dukkha, all of them come and go. Swami Vivekananda wrote in a letter, clouds of happiness and misery pass over me. I am that infinite blue sky. Clouds of happiness and misery come and go. I am that infinite, absolute. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the absolute, I am the absolute, and I am the embodiment of consciousness and bliss, Chidananda Swarupa. Tell yourself constantly that. So he says, Dhyan kurbe, mone kone bone. He's punning on these words, alliteration. You go to a jungle and meditate. But these days, where are jungles? There are no jungles at all. Even if you go to the most intimate jungle, there will be some WhatsApp message coming to you, and there will be some emails, and somebody will be troubling you with some video messages. So there is no jungle anywhere now. So, Vane, it is not possible. Then what do? Kone, sit in a corner of your room and quietly meditate. That means you retire to a corner where nobody can see you. You and your God. You keep your Ishtadevata in your heart, the most beloved of your heart, and quietly pour your heart's love upon him. And ultimately it comes to meditating in the mind, Mone. Mone, Kone, Mone. Dhyan korbe, Mone, Kone, Mone. Ar Sarvada Sadasad Vichar korbe. So we learned 4 important messages of how a human being can keep his mind on God. Ishvare ki kore mon hoy. That is the question. Sri Ramakrishna's answer. 1. Ishvarer naam gunagan sarvada korte hoy. Constantly chant the name of God, sing his glories. 2. Our satsanga. Ishvarer bhakto sadhu ejer kashe majhe madhye jete hoy. A sadhu, a man of holy man or a man of God, you should go to him, have his company now and then. 3. Dhyan korbe, mone, kone or bone. You meditate in the forest or in the corner of your place, living place, or in your own mind. Then 4, Sarvada Sadasad Vichar korbe. How he combines bhakti, jnana and Raja Yoga. The combination of 4 yogas, jnana, bhakti, karma and Raja Yoga, is the main refrain of Sri Ramakrishna as taught to us by Swami Vivekananda. He wrote in his instructions to the monastic members of the order in the rules book, জ্ঞান ভক্তি কর্ম এবং যোগ এই 4টির মধ্যে যে কোনো একটাতে ন্যূনতা যিনি প্রদর্শন করেন তিনি রামকৃষ্ণ মুসায় দ্রুত হননি। the mold of Ramakrishna. What is the mold of Ramakrishna? We have come to Sri Ramakrishna to be cast in his mold. He has created a mold by his thoughts, by his actions, by his life. Chach bolche na, in Bengali it's called chach, that mold. We are casting our own life and character in that mold. What is that mold? That mold is the harmonious combination of jnana, bhakti, karma, and yoga. So Swami Vivekananda says, a person who shows even the least deficiency in any of these four yogas has not cast himself properly in the Ramakrishna mold. The Ramakrishna mold is a perfect, harmonious combination of jnana, knowledge, bhakti, devotion, karma, selfless work, yoga, the meditative samadhi practices. A harmonious combination of all these four is required, and a person who has combined in himself all these four is a person who has really cast himself in the mold of Sri Ramakrishna. See, you can see here how subtly this combination comes up. Ishvare ki kore mon hoy. That is the question. How one can keep one's mind on God. The answer which Ramakrishna wants to give is by a harmonious combination of jnana, bhakti, karma, and yoga. How does he express it? Just look at the answer. 1. Ishvarer nama gunagan shvarbada korte hai. Bhakti. ध्यान करबे मने कोने बने. Yoga. Sarvada sadasad vichar korbe. Jnana. And satsanga, sadhusanga মাঝে মাঝে করতে হয়, মাঝে মাঝে নির্জনে গিয়ে চিন্তা করা বড় দরকার কর্ম. Karma is that which makes you feel that you are not the karta. Karma is not simple action. Karma is that awareness in action which gives you the understanding, the knowledge that 1. You are not the karta, God alone is the karta or the doer, agency. And 2. The karma phala, the fruits of work which automatically accrue to karma do not belong to you. Karma phala akanksha and kartritva buddhi, these two should be abandoned, completely relinquished. The idea that I am the doer, the doership, the agency, and the desire for the fruits of work, these two should be given up, relinquished, abandoned, abnegated. That is karma. So he says in this one small paragraph, he emphasizes the combination of jnana, sarvada swadashad vichar korbe, bhakti, ঈশ্বরের নাম গুণগান সর্বদা করতে হয়। যোগা ধ্যান করবে মনে কোণে বনে, সৎসঙ্গ সাধুসঙ্গ, the karma by which you will be freed from the bondage of karma by disentangling yourself from the karma phala and the doership of karma. What is vichara? Sadasada vichara, he is explaining. Ishvari shat kina nitya vastu, ar shab asat kina anitya. In a simple sentence he is explaining, Sri Ramakrishna is explaining, Ishvari shat, he is the only real substance, nitya vastu, he is the eternal, undecaying, undying, unchanging reality. Arshab asad kina anitya. Not that it is unreal, it exists, of course, but it's a changing reality, constantly changing, decaying, ultimately ending with death. এই বিচার করতে করতে অনিত্য বস্তু মন থেকে ত্যাগ করবে। By constantly being engaged in this kind of discernment, vichara, viveka, between the anitya and the nitya, anitya anitya vastu viveka, sadasad viveka, sadasad vichara, the anitya vastu, that which is not eternal, is rejected, and the nitya vastu alone is being pursued. This is called vairagya. Viveka gives you the discernment between that which is eternal and the non-eternal, that which is permanent and that which is impermanent, that which lasts forever and that which decays and dies. The discernment between these two, sadasada vichara, nitya nitya vichara, takes place. After having discerned the capacity and the power, the conviction, the strength to be able to reject that which is ephemeral, transient, anitya, and hold on tenaciously to that which is permanent. This capacity is called vairagya. So viveka and vairagya go together. Viveka is the discernment, the knowledge. And vairagya is the power and the capacity to be able to implement that knowledge in action, to reject the unreal and hold on to the real. So the entire secret of spiritual success is getting established in viveka vairagya. Master M is asking, vinito bhave, with great humility, সংসারে কিরকম করে থাকতে হবে? Master Mahasaya himself was a married person. He had a wife and children. He said, how should I live in this world with my wife and children, with my family? Sri Ramakrishna. সব কাজ করবে কিন্তু মন ঈশ্বরেতে রাখবে. That's very, very simple instruction. Go on doing all your work, your duties to your wife, your children. But remember that nobody is your very own. Keep your mind always on God. He will give the example of a servant maid in a rich man's house. Bodo Badir Jhi or the Dasi. This woman, coming from a rural background, for work's sake, she is serving a rich man's house. And the children of the rich man, she fondles them, she plays with them, calls them my Hari, my Rama, my child. But she knows the heart of hearts, none of them is actually hers. Her real children are at home. In exactly the same way. Is it pretension? Is it hypocrisy? Is it that you are playing a drama? No. This is the truth. You love your wife and children. You play with them. You behave lovingly with them, but know that none of them is actually yours. Your real relationship with God, in and through God, you love them. That is the secret. Your wife is a gift of God. Your children are gifts of God. So your whole family, your samsara, is a divine samsara. It is God's samsara. It is Ishvara's samsara, not yours. Then the entire thing will be divinized. That's why in Hindu household, you have an Ishtadevata, you have a Kula Devata, a family deity which is worshipped by the family for several generations. Worshipped by your parents, their parents, your grandfather, his grandfather, and so on, several generations. Maybe Rama, maybe Krishna, maybe Kali, maybe Durga, maybe Shiva. Now the present day Ramakrishna. That is the center upon which the entire household is revolving. The mother enters the kitchen in the morning having taken bath, chanting the name of God, and cooking for whom? Cooks for God. All that is being cooked in the household we have seen, the mother will come and put before the deity and then pray, "Oh deity, please accept this. I have cooked it for you with a pure heart. Please accept this." And we will share, all of us, as your prasada. Cooking is done for God, serving is done for God, weeping, sweeping the floor is done for God. And even if you weep out of desperation, out of sorrow, those tears are also offered to God. "Oh God, please, what can I do except my cry?" Rabindranath Tagore has a beautiful poem in Gitanjali. "What can I give you, my Lord? All that I give you is yours. You have given me all this, and whatever I think I will give you is all yours. How can I give you what is already yours?" Ganga Jale Ganga Puja, they say in Bengali. Ganges is being usually worshipped every day in Belur Math. The pujari, starting from Baburama Maharaj's days, and every day after the puja of Thakur, they go to the Ganges with the flowers, chandan, and the Ganges is worshipped as a deity, as a manifestation of divinity. What is the water used for Ganges worship? Ganges water. Ganga Jole Ganga Puja. In Ganges water, you worship Ganges. In exactly the same way, all that we offer to God are His. So what can we give new to Him? With a touching heart, with great feeling, Rabindranath writes, "Oh Lord, all that you have given me, I am giving back to you. What can I offer new? It's all yours. But there is only one thing which is my very own, which I am giving you. Tears of my sorrow. So much of agony, so much of sorrow I pass through. I cannot bear this sorrow anymore. So tears trickle down my cheeks. But this sorrow, these tears are mine, very own, and that I will offer to you." And he writes in a poem, "Mother, I will make a garland of my tears and then adorn your chest." The tears of sorrow, the ashru, one by one is falling. I'll take each one of these tears and make a beautiful garland, and I'll put you, and then I'll worship you. So many different varieties of praising God and showing your love to God. সব কাজ করবে কিন্তু মন ঈশ্বরেতে রাখবে। স্ত্রী, পুত্র, বাপ, মা সকলকে নিয়ে থাকবে ও সেবা করবে, যেন কত আপনার লোক, কিন্তু মনে রাখবে যে তারা তোমার কেউ নয়। ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয়, মিছে ভ্রম এই ভূমণ্ডলে ভুলো না দক্ষিণা কালী বদ্ধ হয়ে মায়া জালে ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয়. Oh mind, you think about it deeply. Nobody is anybody's. If we glibly say, oh, you are mine, I can't live without you, you're indispensable for me, etc., ultimately, who is whose? Death will snatch away. Ayuranashyati pasyatam pratidinam yati kshayam yauvanam pratyayanti gatav punarna divasa kalo jagad bhakshagaha Lakshmi stoyataranga bhanga chapala vidyutchalam jeevitam tasman mam sharanagatam sharanada tvam raksha rakshadhuna. Shiva Aparadha Kshamaapana Stotram by Shankaracharya. These great saints and avatars and acharyas, how touchingly they have composed these poems for our sake. Oh Lord, Ayur Nashyati Pashyatam. Just time passes. Just now 2021 started, half a year already gone. How time goes away. Pratidinam yatikshayam yauvanam. Your yauvana, your youth goes away. You are so young, so handsome, so powerful, so energetic. Suddenly you find you have become 70, 80, 90 and you have no capacity, no energy, you can't talk, you can't eat, you can't sleep properly. All your youth is gone. And the day which has gone before will not come again. 18th of May 2021, 17th of May, 15th of May will never come back again. Kalo jagad bhakshagaha. Kala, time, is a great devourer. Simply gobbles up everything. Lakshmi stoya taranga bhanga chapala. Lakshmi, wealth, money, economy is now having a nosedive. All your money is gone. Just like waves in the water bodies. Simply the wave is there, next moment is gone. And life itself like a vidyut, like the flash of lightning. This moment it is there, next moment it is gone. So what is the remedy? Tasmat Sharanagatam Sharanada Tvam Raksha Raksha Adhuna. Now itself, oh Lord, I am the Sharanagata. I have taken Sharana, refuge under you. And who are you? Sharanada. You grant refuge, you are a granter of refuge. I am Sharanagata, you are Sharanada. Raksha Raksha, quickly, protect me now. Kalo jagad bhakshagaha. In the Yaksha Prashna in the Mahabharata, so many questions are asked. You know the story. The Pancha Pandavas, feeling very thirsty, were approaching a lake. There is one Yaksha, a demigod, who was protecting that lake. One of the younger Pandavas went there and said, "Stop, don't drink unless you have my permission and answer my questions." But he was so thirsty, he drank and then fell down unconscious, not fully dead, but unconscious. One by one they went. Finally, Yudhishthira said, "All right, you ask questions, I will answer." So there's a remarkable passage in the Mahabharata called Yaksha Prashna. You can Google it and then immediately find out. Download the entire PDF available, the original Sanskrit with English translation. Very great words of wisdom. The question, Kim Ascharyam, what is the great wonder in this world? Ahanyahani bhutani kachanti yama mandiram seshasthiratvam kim ascharyamatah param. Every day we see so many people dying. in this COVID pandemic, every day you open the newspapers, how many people are dying, young, old, and very old people all recover. Miracles happen. Seshaha Stiratvam Ichanti. We read all that. We don't believe that we are going to die. We think that we will be eternal. We desire immortality because our real nature is immortal. What can be a greater wonder? Another question he asks, Kavarta. What is the news? Now, the moment you open breaking news, what is the breaking news in the world? Yudhishthira said, tremendous news in the world. We have got a new cook. Who is he? He is called Mahakala. Asmin Maha Mohamaye Gatahe. The Mohamaye Gatahe, this fellow, this new cook, came and immediately purchased a huge cauldron, kataha. Suryajnana Ratri Divindhanena. Ratri and Diva, daytime and nighttime. There are two kinds of Agni, fuel he is using, Surya and Agni. Surya during the daytime and Agni during the night. Suryagnina Ratri Divindhanena. They are the fuels. Masartudarbi Parighattanena. Masa and Ritu. Masa is every month. Ritu is season. Now we have the summer, tremendously hot season, then you have the winter, then you have the rainy season and so on. Masa and Ritu are the darbi. Darbi means the spoon by which he handles. You know, when you cook payasam, when you cook khichdi, etc., in those days they used to cook even rice like that. Now we have the pressure cookers. They will constantly be stirring it. Sometimes they will stir it like this and then throw so that it doesn't get caught at the bottom. Masartu darbi parighattanena. Parighatta means parighattana, ghatana. Simply go on stirring. Bhutani kala pachati tivarta. Kala. Time is the great cook. He is cooking whom? All of us. Bhutani. All the various beings in the world are being well cooked by this kala, time. How? Mohamaye katahe, in this huge kataha cauldron called the moha, and using fuel as a Surya and Agni during daytime and then evening time, night time, and using two great spoons, Masa and Ritu season, Bhutani Kala Pachati iti Varta. Beautiful poems. Kalo Jagad Bhakshakaha. Time goes away. স্ত্রী পুত্র বাপ মা সকলকে নিয়ে থাকবে ও সেবা করবে যেন কত আপনার লোক you're so beloved of me, I can't live without you, where were you, and so on. But you know in your heart of hearts nobody is really yours. It's not hypocrisy, it is not playing, it is not a drama, but you really know the truth. But still, when you are in the world, you have to play your part. কিন্তু মনে জানবে দে তাহারা তোমার কেউ নয়। বড় মানুষের বাড়ির দাসী সব কাজ করছে কিন্তু দেশে নিজের বাড়ির দিকে মন পড়ে আছে। A servant maid at a rich man's house, coming away from the village, working in the city. Now they are not available. Now the pandemic situation, all the rich people have to do their own work. Because people are scared. Nobody is allowed from outside. But this servant maid having stayed there for years and decades, as if the household is her very own. She is doing all kinds of works. নিজের দেশের বাড়ির দিকে মন পড়ে আছে. But the mind is constantly dwelling on her real home in the village. আবার সে মনিবের ছেলেদের আপনার ছেলের মতন মানুষ করে. She takes up the children of the rich man and fondles the child and then educates the child, teaches the child as if the child is her very own. বলে আমার রাম, আমার হরি, কিন্তু মনে বেশ জানে এরা আমার কেউ নয়. It looks very harsh, but that is the truth. She fondles the child, oh my child, my Ram, my Hari. But she knows in the heart of hearts, none of these is mine. So that is detachment. How can you have tremendous love minus detachment? This has to be practiced. Sakta karmanya vidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryat vidvans tatha asaktas chikirshur lokasangraham. Just like a person who is attached to the world, passionately, with full energy and drive and enthusiasm and love, he puts his whole heart into the work which he has taken up. In exactly the same way, the jnani will put his entire mind and heart into it, but without any attachment. Is it possible for a person to put his entire mind and heart passionately, at the same time will have no attachment? This is the secret of Karma Yoga, which the Bhagavan teaches in the Bhagavad Gita, and Sri Ramakrishna teaches in the Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita. Same idea. Have your full blast of affection, but know that none of them is yours. Be completely detached. কচ্ছপ জলে চড়ে বেড়ায়, কিন্তু আর মন কোথায় পড়ে আছে জানো? আড়াই পড়ে আছে, যেখানে তার ডিমগুলি আছে। সংসারে সব কর্ম করবে, কিন্তু ঈশ্বরে মন ফেলে রাখবে। The tortoise, Kachchap, is moving around, happily swimming in the waters. But do you know where his mind is resting? The Kachchap has laid his eggs on the shore. He is constantly worried about the children, about the eggs. And his mind is there always in the eggs, but he is moving around in the waters. In exactly the same way, সব কাজ করবে সংসারে, go on working, কিন্তু ঈশ্বরে মন ফেলে রাখবে। Your mind should be completely devoted to Ishvara. ঈশ্বরে ভক্তি লাভ না করে যদি সংসার করতে যাও, তাহলে আরও জড়িয়ে পড়বে। This is an important warning. If you get caught in this world, you get entangled in this world through the so-called worldly human affection and love, forgetting God through whom all these components in the world, wife, children, money, have arisen, then you will be lost. Love everybody, but in and through God. Your wife, your children, your money, your relatives, all of them are gifts of God. By special grace of God, as a gift of God, you have got all of them, and therefore have them. Love them, but in and through God. If you forget God and develop horizontal love towards them, you will be lost. You go vertically, through God you come and love them, then you will have a real, complete affection for them without any attachment. বিপদ শোক তাপ এই সবে অধৈর্য হয়ে যাবে, আর যত বিষয়ে চিন্তা করবে ততই আসক্তি বাড়বে. This is so relevant for the present day. Now the present day of the pandemic. Vipad, shok, tap. Vipad, disaster. Shok, sorrow. Tap, tremendous affliction. All of them will constantly pursue you and make you restless, make you directionless, make you joyless, peaceless, unless you bring God into this. Sri Ramakrishna gives a beautiful example. If you add 0 after 0, 0, 0, 0, the whole thing is only shunya, 0. If you put 1 before it, all the zeros become extremely valuable. The more zeros you add, the more will it be valuable. And therefore Sri Ramakrishna taught that keep that 1 and add the zeros. He gave another simple example. The children play, they catch hold of a pillar and go on rolling around, whirling around and round and round. They don't fall. The moment they give up, they hold to the pillar, they simply fall. He used to teach us constantly in the Kathamrita. Catch hold of God's feet with deep devotion and surrender. With one hand, catch His feet. With the other hand, go on doing your duties in the world. And when the works in the world, your duties get completed, catch hold of the feet of God with both the hands. The idea being constant refrain of the Kathamrita, put God in the center and revolve around Him. Your entire life, your being, your works, your affections, everything should be centered around and revolving around God. Then you will be safe, you will be sound, you will be sane, and you will be happy. The present day, when the pandemic situation is taking away all joys from our lives and making us extremely miserable and happy, let us remember this great lesson. Bring God into it. Hold on to Him. This shall also pass. This will go. Nothing is permanent. This will also go. And hold on to God and weep and cry. Pray and pray for the welfare of everybody. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhave. Let all beings be happy. Let all beings remain healthy and free from illness and disease. Let all beings see that which is auspicious and good. Let misery not befall any being. These are great prayers. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.